If I get him where I need him to be, he's gonna sleep for sure. Soften him up, then fry him. Some fighters they good at what they do. Like they master at what they do, but they not complete fighters. Some of them have speed, some of them have just power, some of them just have footwork, but they don't have the whole thing. I believe I have the whole package. I mean, that's what makes me a good boxer.
The boxing world erupted when it was revealed that Gervonta "Tank" Davis was preparing for a possible bout with Jake Paul. This isn't just another conflict between influencers. Tanks approach it as though it were a task. Every move in his training camp, which has entered complete lockdown mode, exudes violence, focus, and accuracy.
It's gonna be a whole different side of me coming into the fight. It's gonna be like something just snapped, like I turn to a different person.
Right here, baby. There you go. 1 hour.
Take this off.
The day begins with 3 miles of road construction interspersed with uphill sprints at precisely 6 a.m. before daylight. There was only the Baltimore grit driving him forward, no music or other distractions. Resistance band shadow boxing follows, honing that distinctive explosiveness that transforms every strike into a power blow.
When they watch us in here working, they saying we going bang, 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 bang.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understand that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it.
By midday, he is immersed in technical sparring, switching between strong hitters and southpaws to mimic Jake's ungainly strength. Tank goes through controlled chaos rounds with coach Calvin Ford, where he squares up against 3 new sparring partners in quick succession. No mercy, no breaks, just pressure under weariness. The type that produces murderers rather than content producers. Strength and conditioning exercises, medicine ball slams, heavy bag pounding, and plyometric jumps that enhance his one-punch knockout power are the next steps. The evenings are dedicated to studying, watching videos, and breaking down Jake's every move, slack reset, and telegraphed overhand. Correct. Before doing surgery, the man studied his victim like a surgeon.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed.
The diet's lock lean proteins, no sugar, and hydration are monitored as if every day were fight night. News from the gym itself. Tank appears leaner, quicker, and sharper than he did prior to the bout with Ryan Garcia. Tank has discipline in his routine and brutality in his DNA, even though Jake Paul may have the size and YouTube influence advantage. There will be more than just a fight when these two ultimately square off in the ring. Wrapped in a left uppercut, it will be a reality check.
Paul, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson, was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. Almost a 100-pound weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a bull.
In relation to Tank's lockdown camp, Calvin Ford did more than only validate the grind. He brought the coaching playbook and the receipts. The glove size controversy is the most heated aspect. Ford actually arched the eyebrow you were unaware you possessed, claiming that the slightest variation in the number, 8, 10, or 12, alters the texture of the conflict. Fairness, not showmanship, is what he desires. Additionally, He pointed out the minor nuances that promoters attempt to ignore.
Concern is, you know, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I said, they said, put Tank in 8s, put him in 10s. That makes the fight more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there because I understand. And I brought that question up to one of his handlers. They was, no, we don't want to do no mismatch. It's supposed to be action.
Better yet, Ford didn't underestimate Jake. When Jake entered Tank's personal space, Tank backed off significantly and remarked bluntly, "That glimpse tells you the beast is still there." He broke down the chest-to-chest encounter at the pressers. In other words, this is not a simple task. Discipline, film analysis, and a coach who views the gig as a purpose rather than a cameo are all part of the package.
Crossed the line too close. He was like in his chest. He was in his chest, and that's why Tank was like backing off. When I seen that, I said, okay, it glimpsed the Tank still in there. You get what I'm saying? You know, so when I seen him, you know, cross that threshold, hey, back up off of me, you know, because last fight he was too friendly with Rope.
However, the human element was what really touched down. Ford discussed quieter camps, Tank's headspace, music, therapy talks, and family time, but he maintained that calm doesn't imply softness. Rather, it indicates intelligence. He also provided context for the Paul fight. This isn't your typical paycheck. Tank is making a message to the crossover community. A reminder that the sport is still dominated by actual boxers. Ford put it best. Tank brings the repercussions, even though Jake may bring the circus.
He talked about he had you on a hit list before this fight even happened. So his mental is on you. And he said it in the interview. How you think about something, make it come out, and look where we at there. It's about to happen. So you have to.
Additionally, Ford didn't hold back when the conversation turned to the excitement around YouTube boxing. This isn't a boxer versus influencer fight, he stated. It's performer versus predator. The juice is that combination of mental coaching, tactical nitpicking, and plain old hot takes. It seems as though Ford is prepared to transform this from a show into a statement. Just as Calvin Ford had finished lecturing on Tank's discipline and focus, Gillian Love appeared out of nowhere, acting as the neighborhood referee attempting to calm two pit bulls before the fence collapsed. Don't get me wrong, Gillian wasn't only chatting. He was continuously monitoring Gervonta. "Bro, I don't know what's up with you, but maybe take a deep breath before you tweet," the man essentially suggested. I can't deny that he has a point.
I'm really caught off guard. I don't live that way. I'm 37 years old. I'm a family man. Yeah. I'm not a street guy. I'm not none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to get a grasp on the words. What are you saying? You know what I mean? But honestly, bro, I think that Gervonta is mentally got some things he need to figure out. You know what I mean? Because this beef ain't with me. At the end of the day, we're doing business.
Tank has been acting like a man who grinds his teeth on a bench. The mental smoke that builds up before fight week is practically palpable. This is where things get crazy, though. Jalian changed the course of events and began tactfully defending Jake Paul. Yes, for once, the former YouTuber who turned punch thrower received some recognition. To be honest, he wasn't incorrect either. Tank's has a GPS timing system integrated in, but Jake's eyes is a cheat code. When you blink incorrectly, the lights go out. Nevertheless, Jalian's statement that someone's getting caught. It was clear that he meant it similar to a Netflix spoiler. It will arrive. Simply said, we are unsure about when. And I honor that. This is no longer phony hype. You can sense the strain as both sides attempt to appear composed while covertly researching how to withstand Tank's uppercut on Google.
Anticipate the fight going? You think it's a decision, a knockout? Or?
I think somebody gonna get caught. You know what I mean? I think so. I don't think it's gonna be our guy.
Because they don't like each other.
Yeah. I think they're gonna go out, but it's gonna be the smart man. Gervonta is obviously smart. He has one of the lowest punch outputs, but still has one of the highest knockout ratios. That says a lot. It's just IQ. It's gonna be a lot of IQ floating around that ring, and whoever has the better one will come out.
Jake Paul appears here chatting as if he's prepared to baptize Gervonta Davis with those smaller gloves. Just when you thought the commotion leading up to the fight couldn't get much more intense. The man said it so nonchalantly, as if he were placing a Starbucks order. Yes, please give me the venti mocha. Additionally, someone is falling asleep. Jake has incredible energy right now. Tank isn't being treated as an untouchable boogeyman by him. He sounds like a man who has just finished playing back his own highlight reel. I respect it, to be honest. He is exuberant, self-assured, and referring to this conflict as an old-fashioned brawl, not business. When Jake claims that he doesn't give a damn about appearance or weight, you know that things are starting to become serious. Wants to resolve it like a man and just throw fists. That is no longer YouTube talk. That is the energy of a fighter.
Honest, like, I have beef. I'm not a traditional boxer. If someone has beef with me and they've shit about me and they've called, said things online and criticized my career, let's run it, bro. I'm old school. Like, I'm not a traditional boxer. I just want to fight people and them up. So at the end of the day, if he's gonna talk shit about my career, I don't care about weight, spectacle, WWE, whatever anyone wants to say, bro.
Here's the twist, though. According to Jake, Tank is not as well known worldwide as Mike Tyson. For someone who started on Vine, that's a brave remark, bro. He's not incorrect, though. He knows how to stir things up while simultaneously playing the roles of promoter and boxer. Even without making a jab yet, it's clear that he's starting to irritate Tank. Additionally, he stated, "I didn't even feel Tank pushing me. I went crazy." In essence, Jake referred to Tank's shove as a love tap. That right there is the essence of troll energy. This man is very self-assured. He has Shaker Montana Love and Stevenson lined up for sparring. He is acting as though this is his time, talking belts, and placing millions of bets. Jake just transformed this fight from a YouTuber gimmick into something deadly genuine, whether you like him or not.
How did you feel when Tank pushed you up there?
I didn't even notice it at first, honestly. I want to see the replay. Like, I don't even know if I moved at all. But it was pretty fast. I didn't see it coming. So he's a fast guy, but that's what makes this.
There you have it. The prelude to the storm. Jake Paul running his tongue like a man who genuinely thinks Destiny wears a Maverick hoodie, and Gervonta Davis grinding in quiet like a hitman on a mission. This is no longer merely a boxer versus YouTuber matchup. This is hype versus habit, ego versus legacy. Tank is making bombs in the gym, while Jake is becoming more self-assured with each interview. When someone is humiliated in 4K, the internet is on the verge of collapsing. However, what do you think? Will Jake fall into a trap with a video team, or is he truly suited for tank smoke? Post your opinions in the comments section. Let's have a civil but brutal conversation about it. Additionally, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Box